Hello guys, it's Ethan from Movie here. We're here for another video. This time, this will be a Team GHQ Round Up for once, because we haven't done them in a while.
And first thing we're going to say is Legendary deck. They moved it up from June, beginning of June, to May 26th.
Yep.
And they've also moved Fighter Collection to beginning of June, ready for Nats.
Yes, so English Nationals, it'd be live before then. I think it might have been anyway, but either way it helps, because then you can get more practice with the stuff. I like how they do this. I hope they do it for everything. So say every set that comes out, they make it a week early, because then we're getting closer and closer to Japan release, which is what most TCG companies are doing nowadays, which I think really helps. Even Konami's doing it with Yu-Gi-Oh!
And then it means there'll be no seeing what the Japanese meta is like.
Yeah.
To then try and validate what ours will be like.
Yeah, which will, I think will help the game as a thing, because then we might be doing the same things as OCG at the same time, like same days for example, but we won't be able to say, look at OCG and go, oh, that's a good idea, I'll take this and use it in TCG. We have Fighters Collection stuff to go over.
And it's not what we thought. No keywords.
Nope.
They may come eventually though.
In the GRs, the strides. We've had confirmation that the G Guardians are going to be the triple rare, the heels are going to be the double rare.
But they're still foiled.
Yes, they're still foiled, that's the important bit, but...
Important bit foiled.
We'll start with the heels. We'll go from the heel and the G Guard, because they both get released as a pair. Leaked as a pair, and that's how I put them on the thing that we use. So, Officer Cadet Ions, Grade 0 Akaforce, obviously only up to 4 heal cards with heal in the deck. And Auto, choose a Grade 1 or less card from your hand and discard it. When it's discarded, as a cost to call a Guard Leader of Sky and Water Ions from your G Zone, pay the cost if you do draw.
It's just there to fill in the space.
Yeah, they're not, since they're not...
Giving them?
Since they're not focusing on the words, obviously Wave, you can't really have an effect with G-Guard and with Wave. Maybe if it was Wave 1 or 2, the G-Guard gains an extra 5k shield, but that's for the G-Guard itself.
Yeah.
This is actually, it's okay. It's the reason why Spikes run a Gleam to help filter and get the cards that you need to win.
But we haven't got a Gleam over here yet, so it's basically
if you buy it. I bought mine, I've got a Gleam. No one knows what it does, because we don't have it in Europe, but I play it and they're like, what the hell is that? Like it's because it's still legal.
Yeah, but this is basically our Gleam.
Yes, these are our Gleam. A few of the heals have this effect, but some have a different effect. So far, these are the only two effects that have been released, but we'll get to them at this point. Next, Akafor's got an actual good G-Guard for once. Guard Leader of Sky and Water Ions, Grade 4 Akaforce. Auto, Generation Break 1, Candle Blast 1, and choose a face-down card for your G-Zone, and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, pay the cost. If you do choose up to 5 of your rear guards, until end of turn, they get continuous rearguard resist, and continuous rearguard, this unit cannot be hit, and for each unit chosen, this unit gets shield plus 5,000.
A really good Dismal.
So basically, it could be plus 25,000, and give everything Dismal.
But one thing to note, it's a GB.
Yes, most of these are GB.
So that means you cannot do them straight off.
They have the same thing as Screw, but better wording.
Yeah.
Because Screw actually had it as words. It said you cannot use this unless you've got a face-up card in G-Zone. So people thought you could use it as first, but you can't because they've done it better with Generation Break 1. So yeah, you can't do it unless you've already got a card in there. Next we have Spike Brothers! Reservoir Linus. It's Linus. I'm probably going to call it Linus because you know line as in football line or something. Grade 0 Spike Brothers, obviously up to 4 cards with heal in the deck. Auto, when this card is discarded as cost to call an Obstruction King Terrible Linus from your G-Zone, put it into your soul. You may put it into your soul. It's soul charging. Spikes need soul. Yeah, you're going to, like, there's no reason not to.
What's it going to do in the grave?
Yeah, like... Even if you play in Legion Spikes, which is still okay, but you're going to be mostly playing the G version of Spikes nowadays. Why wouldn't you still put it in Soul even in Legion Spikes? Unless you need a 4th card and this is the last attack your opponent's going to do, and you're going to lead to next turn, you're going to put it in Soul. They only put a you may just in case for that thing. Just in case there's a reason why it misses timing or something. Obstruction King Terrible Linus. Grade 4 Spike Brothers. Auto, Generation Break 1. Choose a face-down G-Guardian from your G-Zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your rear guards and you may put it into the soul. For each 2 of your circles without a unit, this unit gets shield plus 10,000 until end of turn. Until end of that battle, sorry. Important to note, this only gains 20k even if you have only 1 rear guard and if you don't choose to put it into soul. It's for every 2.
Whereas the Akaforce can gain 25.
Yes, but... this can only gain 20k. Say if you've got Mechatrain behind your Vanguard and you've saved only strong ones. So you've got no field and your Mecha Trainer and your Vanguard. Even if you choose not to put it into your Soul, you still gain the 20k because you still got 2 Premier Guards. Even if you choose to put it into the Soul, it still only gets 20k because it doesn't count the last one.
What they should have done is done it like Air Force One for every open rear guard 5k.
Yes, but that is similar. That's the Tachikaze one. That we'll get to. That's what the Tachikaze one does. But yeah, basically, it's like you could rush with units. Say you can rush with if you're running villas or whatever. It will get effects later down the line. You can put cards into the soul to protect them against, say, Kagura on hit effects that retire, and then you gain your soul that you need for your spike movement abilities. Also, the different cost for this is the Unflipper G Guardian, which is the first thing that we've seen that does that. What's your take on that? What do you think about the unflipping a face down G Guardian? Basically, having 1 G Guard count as 2 in terms of cost.
Same as unflipping a stride. You're gonna get 2 uses out of it.
This can unflip any G Guard though, so you can have 4 uses of this. It's obviously not going to run 8 G Guards, but
you could have 5 G Guards.
Yeah, and still get 2 uses.
When you call your 4th in, you can still unflip.
Yeah. Yeah, you can, yeah. So I think 5 G Guards are going to be useful. Probably 2 of these new ones for every clan, I say. At least 2. Maybe 1 of the old Fighters Collection, 1 the 5k, because they're still decent against some decks. Maybe 1 Dismal still, because not everyone's got that effect. Aquaforce don't need it, no, but not everyone has that effect. So that's at least 5 right there, so...
Anyway, next up, Black Medicine LLF, Grade 0 Angel Feather. Auto Soul Blast 1, when this card is discarded as a cost to call a Black Seraph Elef... I can't say that.
Black Seraph Elef from your G zone. If there are 1 or less face-up cards in your damage zone, you may pay the cost if you do countercharge.
Do they really need a countercharge for it?
No. This is the one clan that doesn't need a countercharge because
they still got it.
I don't get why.
That's the point. They don't need it.
They put the damage zone, put it to the deck, and get it back again. Especially with rescue. If they didn't get rescue, I'd understand it, but they got rescue and they don't need it.
But the countercharge comes in handy for the stride. For the G Guard, sorry.
I guess it means you can be more lenient with your counter blasting because you're like, oh well, I'll just countercharge it anyway next turn when we heal.
But the G Guard, playing Angel Feather, Black Seraph LF, whatever you want to call it.
Black Seraph LFF.
Generation Break 1, Soul Blast 1, and choose a face down G Guardian from your G zone and turn it face up. No, you don't have to turn it, flip it set.
No, none of them do. Yeah, but this is different with the Soul Blast cost.
When this unit is placed on guard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, for each face-up card in your damage zone, this unit gets a shield plus 5,000.
Yep. So if you've got 5 damage in that, it's plus 25.
Countercharge does actually come in handy.
It does, yes. So even if you got... I don't think it should have had the cost if there were 1 or less face-up cards in your G zone. Oh, actually, yeah. Sorry.
What?
Oh, so the heal doesn't work, only happens... The heal's worded really badly.
If there are 1 or less face-up cards in your damage zone...
So you've got to have all but 1 or less faced up. So if they're all face down, you can do it.
Basically useless then.
Basically, yeah, because you can't get it. You can only get it off if there's all face down. Basically, there can only be 1 face up. So say you've got 3 damage, only 1 of them has to be face up or none.
That's going against what they do.
Exactly, and then that's why I don't get why they got G Guard and why are they getting the Soul Blast. See, Angels use a lot of Soul nowadays. It's not going to be good.
If it didn't have a restriction of they have to have less than 1 face, 1 or less face up, then it would have been good.
And even then, the 5k shield isn't good unless you've got 5 damage that are all from flipped. Because then that's 25k. Like, I don't get the... on second thought, this actually is probably one of the worst bits I've got so far. If you got 3 damage face up, you'd have 15,000 shield, which is still 30k, but it's still not that good. To say you'd have to have at least 2 face down, then countercharge, then you'd only be able to gain 10k. Unless, of course, you have all of it unflipped by the time you use this G-Guard.
Which, possible.
It's possible, yeah, but chances are, unless you use... You're not going to use LF's skill, so... You don't... In Angels, I still think they're going to use the old heal trigger. But they're going to use the new G-Guard.
With half of these, you don't really need to use a new heal.
No, but the clans that can are going to, like Spikes, Aquaforce, they're all going to use it just because they can, unless they need that name for, say, Blue Wave or something. They're going to use it just because they can, because it's an effect on a heal trigger. That usually helps the clan. But yeah, Angel Feather, I'm going to say, I'm going to only use the G-Guard and not the heal trigger, because the heal trigger doesn't help the deck where the old one kind of does.
Yeah. Next.
The Tachikaze one. Artillery Dragon Flintankyo. Flintankylo. Kylo Ren.
I don't like these. It's just too hard
Have
to
up to
say.
4 cards with heal in your deck. Also choose. It's a discard. It's a discard and draw effect, same as the Aquatic one.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact thing. In fact, it's about a thing, but for the cost to call a Barrage Gigantic Cannon Bowish is Primer instead. Barrage Gigantic Cannon Bowish Primer. Grade 4, Tachikaze. Also Generation Break 1. Unflip a face down G Guardian for your G Zone, turn face up. And when you do, place a Guardian Circle, pay the cost if you do against 5,000 for each of your circles without a unit.
Spike should have got that. In fact, they both should have had it.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I get what they're trying. They're trying to make each one different, so at least the heals may be the same, but the G Guardians aren't. But Spikes and Tachikaze should have got at least a similar one. There's not many other decks that do what Tachikaze and Spikes do. Get rid of the Shadows might have been able to get away with doing it. Have 5,000 less, because then they retire on their turn, and then they're at a disadvantage. Say if your opponent diagonals.
We haven't seen those yet because there's not the thing.
We don't know, but I'm just saying, because you know how your turn you retire, and then you don't really go plus till after you've already attacked. So Tachikaze got a good one. Stealth Rogue of Secret Affair Hagino. It's actually pretty good, this one. You may only have up to 4 cards to heal in its deck. When this card is discarded to call an Ambush Demon Stealth Rogue Shihagino from your G zone, choose a normal unit from your drop zone, and you may put it on the bottom of your deck. So a deck that needs the cards in deck, it recycles.
It works perfectly for Moku.
You can send perfect cards back and all because it's normal units.
Yes.
Same as Neonectar. We don't know the Neonectar one yet, but for their cost of cards, it's send normal units back. They can send perfect cards back.
So they'll probably get a similar thing.
Yeah.
It looks like so far, each clan. Well, there's 2 clans what match
Yeah, so
on
far.
the heels. So we've got Aqua and Tachi. Is it what discard and draw?
Yeah, Aqua and Tachi discard draw. Yeah. The only thing we haven't seen the same of is the Angel one yet.
Yeah.
But what clan can really make use of the? There's a lot of clans that can make use of the Angel one, apart from Angels. Spikes, we got Genesis one. That can't say anything. Ambush Demon Stealth Rogue, Shihira Hagino, Grade 4 Murugo. Cannon Blast 1, choose a face, Generation Bait 1, Cannon Blast 1, and choose a face down G Guardian from your G zone and turn it face up. When it's placed on guard circle, pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your vanguards. On the turn of turn, it gets auto vanguard. When your grade field lower guardian is retired from Guardian Circle, you may put that unit on your bottom of your deck, and this unit gets 10,000, shoot 10,000 to the battle. So basically, you guard with this, give your vanguard the skill, and then the G Guardian gains 10k.
But I'm hoping it's a mistranslation and it's meant to say power, not shield.
It's 2 different effects. The effect of
if your vanguard's gonna get 10k shield, doesn't it meant to say 10k power?
No.
It goes against power.
If you do choose one of your vanguards until end of turn, it gets auto vanguard, blah 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 blah, and then you may put a unit from the bottom of your deck end, and this unit gets shield plus 10k. So it's the G Guardian itself that gains shield plus 10k, not the vanguard. It's 2 different effects. Basically, it's worded badly because it's meant to say, and if you do that, because it's basically you give your vanguard the effect, and if you do that, then this card gains shield 10k. Basically.
But how's it going to be retired off your guard circle?
Just by guarding. Once you guard with a card, it counts as retiring when it goes into drop zone.
Yeah, why I say it's confusing now.
Let's say.
Because how's it going to be? Because if it's end of battle anyway, then the guardian's already done.
Yeah, but even if you guard successfully with a card, it still counts as being retired from the guardian circle to the drop zone, so you still get to send it back.
It's confusing.
So basically, you guard with this, we guard with anything. Once you've guard with this, guard with anything, it goes back to your deck basically. Because even once you guard with anything from your hand, as long as anything to guardian circle, as long as it goes to drop zone, it's counted as retired, no matter what. So even if you successfully guard, so say if you perfect guard, say a Robo card, and they don't get the grade 3 or whatever, your perfect guard, even though it stopped the attack, it still counts as retired, even though it goes when it goes to drop zone.
Okay.
So anything they guard with goes back to the deck, basically. So it helps the deck a lot. Next.
Before we carry on with
this is
collection, we have got 2 more cards from the Legend deck revealed. We've got Knight of Benevolence K, grade 1. What power is it? It's 7k in it.
Yeah.
And then we've also got Knight of Virtue Bedivere, the grade 2, 9k.
K.
Both of their first skills are
Oh
basically
yeah,
the
they're both
same,
the same, yeah.
which is Auto Rearguard Circle, Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a unit with Alfred or Blaster in its name, on your Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle, this unit gets plus 3,000 until end of battle.
So it's
basically-
10k and a 12k.
Basically,
It's
their old skills, just with GB, and instead of just Blaster, you got Alfred as well.
And it can also work on Rearguard and Vanguard, not just both, not just one.
If, say, K or Bedivere is on Vanguard, it will not gain 3k. Because
Yeah.
it's a Rearguard only
Yeah.
skill. But their second skill is still quite similar, but just difference in their name. So if one says Knight of Benevolence K, the other one will say Knight of Virtue Bedivere.
Yeah.
It's when this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, choose a Knight of, and then whichever one's the opposite, in the same column as this unit, and it gets power plus 2,000 until end of turn. If you choose...
And
if
K,
you choose that one,
with the
you
skill of
soul
K,
charge
if you do choose, you countercharge, and the other one, Bedivere, if you do choose, you soul charge one.
That's
So
it.
basically it's a countercharge soul charge engine, but it's only on place. So if you call K and you do not have another Bedivere, you can't choose it. So its effect it doesn't happen.
It has to be insane.
And then if you call Bedivere, then you can do it. But if you call K first, then you can't activate Bedivire's, and if you call Bedivere first and no K, then you can't do Bedivire's skill, etc.
What about if you call them at the same time?
Then you choose activate which actions first. But I'm just saying, for the small times when you don't do that, you have to choose which one you want to activate more.
Basically, they're a nice retrain,
Yeah.
but I don't think you'd run max of them, probably 2 of each.
Well, you don't want maximum anyway, because you need to somehow fit the blaster engine in. Because that's broken as
easy
hell.
to fit.
Either
So
way,
easy. You probably make sure you can get like counter charge off it.
yeah,
Some decks
I'd
may
agree
want
the
the soul
counter
charge.
charge is more important than the soul charge, but for things like Thing Saver, the soul charge is going to be huge.
Yeah. It depends what sort of build you go for.
Thing Savers run the blaster engine. They have room for this. They just drop the original blaster blade for the keep Seeker in, drop blaster blade spirit for this. You're fine. You have the soul charge engine.
Normal blaster.
Yeah, you prefer good blaster. This is blaster Thing Saver which wins. Next, we're on to Mega Colony. They got their stuff from Fire's collection revealed. Apart from the strides, none of the strides have been revealed yet. If you haven't said that already,
They will be revealed after all the heroes and G guards.
yes, but I can't wait for those. I bet they're going to be really good. Gastronomic Battler Relish Girl Heal Trigger. Only up to 4 cards with heal. It's a discard for 7 stars mutant deity relish lady. It's literally the same. It's just
So
a
that's
discard
the third
quest.
one. What's the discard?
I think what they're doing is when a card has an effect where it can't make its keyword for. Because Mega Colony technically doesn't have a keyword. Oh yeah, it does Dark Device. But Dark Device makes stunning your opponent. And stunning your opponent's cards would be too strong.
And they're not using keywords anyway.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be Dark Device.
So
So what they're doing is the
which
ones they
do
can't...
anything what helps
Yeah.
the keyword in
Yeah.
any sort of way. They're giving just discard and draw.
Yeah, anything which isn't generic enough to have its own effect, say go into the soul, which just helps the deck generically, they're having the discard draw. The G-Guard is really good though. 7 stars mutant deity, relish lady, grade 4 Mega Colony, generation break 1, choose a face down G-Guarding from your G-Zone, turn it face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, during the battle that your opponent's Vanguard attacked, pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses two of his or her rear guards and may rest them. If 2 units were not rested, you may draw and countercharge 1 and soul charge 1.
It's good if, say, the Vanguard's attacking, they've already used 1 column. It locks out the other column.
How's it not? If they don't rest.
If they do rest.
If they do rest, yes, but I'm going off the assumption that they won't rest.
Most people probably won't rest.
Yeah.
It depends what sort of build it is, don't it?
Well, Spikes don't mind resting their Frog Raider, but they're only going to have 1 Frog Raider on field most of the time. Most of the time they're not going to have 2.
I mean, it depends on the Mega Colony's boss card.
Yeah, obviously that
And what
counts,
version.
yeah. But this is one of the few so far that doesn't gain power.
That is true.
But it does let you draw, countercharge and soft charge. So really good for the deck
Before finishing off guarding.
before finishing off Guardian. Yes, so you get to add that card to your hand and guard with it. Say if it's perfect or something, yeah. It's really strong, so if you get it, if they rest, you basically stop a column. If they don't rest, you draw, countercharge and soft charge. No wrong with that. It's a decently respectable card. It's very good.
And it's also good if they haven't got enough to rest in the first place, or they got resist.
Yeah, if they got resist, they can't choose it.
Hey, free
So-
draw, counter charge, soul charge.
Exactly, no
Why
wrong
not?
with free effects. And this is the last ones that we've got up to date of this video that have been released. Well, when this video was recorded, not when it went up on the channel. Which of Big Ball's Laurier? Heal trigger Genesis, only up to 4 cards with heal in the deck. When it's discarded, it costs to call the G-Guard, put it into your soul. It's the same thing as the Spy River one. Which Queen of Big Achievement Laurier? Grade 4 Genesis. Generation Break 1, choose a face down G-Guardian for you. G-Zone, turn to face up. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 or more normal units with the same grade, each from your drop zone and soul, up to a total of 3 cards. Return them to your deck. This unit gets shield 5,000, plus 5,000, for each returned card until the end of that battle, and shuffle your deck.
So it's choose 2 or more, up to 3.
Yes, so you can return 6, I'd say. It's really badly.
Because I can't find it on my phone.
It's there.
Choose 2 or more normal units with the same grade each from your drop zone and soul, up to a total of 3 cards.
Yes, but of the same name, so you've got to have 1 in soul. So say, let's use Nubatama for example.
Yeah.
Dreadmaster in soul, Dreadmaster in drop zone.
Yeah.
Koji... Well, Shirinu in soul, Shirinu in drop zone. That's 2. That's 2 so far.
Well, yeah, go on then.
The heal trigger and the heal trigger again. That's 3. Because you've got to choose 2 with or more with the same name. That you can't choose up to 3 unless
no, same grade.
Same grade. Well, same grade then. So let's just. I don't know. Let's use spikes.
It's
I know
quite
spikes.
weird how it works. Choose 2 or more normal units with the same grade each from your drop zone and soul, up to a total of 3 cards. So to me, it's worded as you can have 2 or 3. That's
Well, this is the only one that gains 15,000. Why would they restrict it to only gaining 15,000?
Because if they let it go too high, they're going to just refill their deck.
Other decks get at least 20.
Yeah, they could just fill their entire deck back up. Even though they already do that.
Have you not seen the infinite stand combo they can do?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right actually, because it's the same grade, not same name.
Once it come out, we will have to find
Since
out
it's the
more.
same grade and not same name, you do not specifically have to choose 2 with the same name and then up to 3 of that and then do it. Yeah, so yeah, 3 cards, so then it gives 15k, so it's 30k shield for free basically. It's still pretty good. Once we get around the rulings of it, it's still pretty good.
Well, these are all just translations.
Yeah, these are only
Things
just
could
translations so
easily
far. Yeah,
change.
it could easily change with routers or whatever.
Yeah, before they come out.
Yes. Do you have anything else you want to talk about in this
I
roundup?
think we've covered about everything since last time. Unless you can think of anything extra.
No, I can't think of anything else extra. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that means we're done for this
Yes,
time.
it is. Yes.
So if you liked it, like, subscribe, favourite, whatever you want to do. Even put thumbs down, I don't mind. Just let us know if anything different we can do to make it
Yes, tell us what kind of videos you want, because at the moment we're struggling and we don't know what to do, so we're just doing what we want, basically.
better. Yeah, but we are going to start doing these more regular now, again.
Yes,
Like we used to. Now that you and me can do them more
Yes, we do. Yeah, we're going to do these more often. I know we stopped and we missed out a couple of sets, but from now on we're going to be doing a lot more. So,
Especially when Neva's coming.
yeah, when Neva's coming, he'll be, he can do all the Neva stuff. You can do it.
Yeah.
We'll give him the Neva stuff and set him in front of a camera.
Anyway, we will see you guys later. Bye.